what you saying? Get out my business, okay?
Reddit, hey, how you doing? Two things. One, stop crying about me doing commentary over these videos. You saw what the thumbnail was. You saw the title. You know what this is. Stop crying about getting something that you woefully clicked on. Now, with that being said, once again, me and Eric aren't going to waste your time, but a little bit of context for this. Outside is dangerous, y'all, and people are losing their mind. Eric, have you run into any crazy people since you've been outside?
I live in Texas. I don't know what that means.
Well, I'll give you a little bit of insight here. Mother ruckers have been losing their shit. And in 2018, can you guess how many FAA misbehavior reports the FAA had reported to them by passengers last year in commercial flights?
I'm probably thinking like 3,000 or 4,000. 50
in 2018. Guess how many they have in the first year of in the first few months of 2021?
Gotta be a few thousand. My first answer gotta be the correct for this one.
1,500.
Kind of close to it. 3,000.
Yeah.
All right. Not far.
1,500. So people are losing their shit on planes to the point where 4 major airlines have removed.
Bro. Yes. I don't know what the problem is.
I think it's people have been inside for too long, and when you're forced to be by yourself and suffer the consequences of your own personality, when you get outside, you get to lash out. That's why, like, you hear about the people who are seeing as Karens are the people who've been isolated for so long. They're the same people who give the busboy trouble at Denny's. They're the same people who want reserved tables at Olive Garden. They're the same people who think because they have asthma and fat ankles, they should get first to Six Flags. These are the people we're talking about. And in this video, we have a plethora of these people. You're in for a treat. We have Daquans, we have Kevins, we have Coles, we have Karens, we have Keishas. Let's get to it. Let's just get to it. Shout out to TikTok. We're gonna get this video up.
I ain't do shit.
Hey, I will say this. You get what you pay for, because Eric, you know what airline this is. You know what airlines this is.
It's Spirit. I see the black and gold. I done flown them a couple times, but
yo, you really do get what you pay for. This is out of control. And a little bit of context for what's going on. Basically, the white guy who's being escorted off, the Kevin in this situation, who's being escorted off, has I believe he was intoxicated. And, you know, once again, I was talking about how those major airlines aren't letting people drink. He cracked open a drink before they took off, and they caught him, so they asked him to get off. But as he's leaving, he wants to put on a show, right? You know, if you're going to get kicked off, you might as well enjoy yourself. He bumps into that black guy's kids because they're sitting in the aisle. And it's him, his wife, and the kid. And he bumps into the kid as a belligerent, and then he reaches out. Black dad, you don't mess with black dads. He reaches out and grabs the guy like, get your bitch ass off the plane, cause you a bitch. Like, and when you get called, when you're being told to get off the plane cause you're a bitch, like your initial reaction is to try and defend. Gloves are off at this point. Shout out to the flight crew for not kicking off the dad for protecting his cubs. But look how many there are. There's 4 of them, and I'm thinking this is like a 3-seater, so it's 3 and 2. So this is a pretty big plane. People have lost their shit, man. And I just want to implore you, don't be Kevin over here, and don't be Daquan, because if these was on the street, everyone's armed. Yep. And that should be your immediate reaction. Everyone's armed, and everyone's dangerous. So just maintain. I don't know what it's gonna take. Maybe things will cool down once the summer's over. Maybe the shit's hot because of summer. But you hate to see this, like, right? Like we're going back to normal, and people have lost their shit. I don't know.
Well, it is what it is.
But please, $60 tickets. There's nothing good that can come from it. Nothing good will ever come from it.
Ever.
Nothing will ever come from it. But for the most part, we appreciate you.
But
Eric,
was talking about you.
Eric, where can they find us and what are we doing, man?
Right here, you can find us with our bottom chick Twitch. That's where we live. You know, shade to the side piece. YouTube. You can find us over there at the Identity Booth. You can also find us on TikTok at the Identity Booth and Instagram at the Identity Booth. Heero has posted the link tree. If you are rocking with us here on Twitch, if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see that there's a button right there that says subscribe. We got several tiers. I'm telling you, that $24.99 tier looking real juicy right now. Make sure you go ahead and hit that jump. If not, then we got a couple other tiers. They all right. Access to us, get some emotes and all that kind of stuff. Just go ahead and click that button so we can get some of Daddy Bezos money off in our pockets and have us a good old time.